Hi, in this clip I'm going to run through a timesheet app I've created in Excel. The timesheet app is to allow you to keep track of time you've worked for different clients, particularly if you're a freelance worker such as a VA, a PA, an office manager, any kind of freelance person. In addition to calculating the total number of hours you've worked each day, calculating that from your start time, end time and lunch breaks, we'll also pick up from the client list the hourly rate that you charge them and calculate a total, and you can also input expenses and it will put that in a grand total for you for the day. It also gives you an analysis sheet where you have charts of how much time and money you've got from each client, and you can compare the two to see where the most fruitful effort is coming from. Okay, let's go. I'm going to show you how to input a new record. In the date field, you can either type in the date, separated by slashes, or if you're inputting it on the day that the work was done, in Excel, any Excel spreadsheet, rather than typing the date, you can just hold down the Control key and press the semicolon. That will put today's date in. Once you move to the next cell, this will format it so you've got the day there in 3 letters, and you've also got the actual date, day, month, year. If you click on the drop down by the client option, you'll have a list of clients that are on another sheet, and I'll show you how you update those later. Choose a client from the list, and you'll notice also in column M it picks up the rate, the hourly rates that you charge that particular client. And again, I'll show you how you can update those and change them and insert new clients a little bit later on. The task field is just free-form text. You can type in the kind of work that you've done for the client on this day. The times field, so for start time, end time and lunch times, you type in a 24-hour format the hour and the minutes of your start and end time, separated by a colon. The duration and the decimal fields are the total that you've worked that day. So your start time, end time, minus your lunch time. The invoice figure is calculated from the total duration you've worked that day multiplied by the rate that you charge per hour for that client. The notes field is there for you to just put in any additional notes regarding that work that day. The grey expenses area is for you to put any notes about expenses incurred that you're going to recharge to the client, and also the amount. So your expenses amount for that day plus your total that you've worked in number of hours gives you your grand total in column R. Now, let's deal with those clients and client rates. If you're a freelancer like me, a subject dear to your heart. Click the client rate button and you'll go into the client rate sheet, where you can simply type in a new client where we've got the clients with just the letters in it and an hourly rate for the clients. Or you can update an existing client just by typing in if it's a slightly different name or if the rate's changed, hopefully gone upwards. Note in here you can also input an estimate of the time that you think you're going to spend working for this client during this period, and it will work out the total amount for you, the estimated total amount of course.
By clicking on either of the analysis buttons, you can view charts of how much you've made and how much time you spent on each particular client, and these can be filtered when you're on the Analysis 2 sheet. The Archive button gives you the opportunity to clear your data from the spreadsheet. So you can copy it to the archive sheet and you then get the opportunity to delete it from the original sheet, so you can start from a clean slate. So there's a brief look at our timesheet application, where you can record information of the time you've spent working for clients, how much you've charged them, update the client information and rates, and also analyze what work you've done and for which clients.